Hello folks, and welcome to a special lunchtime edition of Is It Any Good? Today we've got another bowl of ramen for lunch, but not just any, oh no, we've got Sriracha, the king of the hot sauces, or if not the king, at least the cock of the walk. Get it? Anyway, I picked these up from my local Safeway for a few bucks, and I'm curious to find out, does it taste like Sriracha? Definitely familiar with it. Fairly certain I've got some in the fridge out there. I like that salty, thick chili paste flavor. Definitely better than a ketchup. And it's got a good spice without completely destroying you, unless you go too far, which sometimes that's part of the fun. But this is hot, according to this. It's also a big bowl, according to this, and also microwavable. Which brings me to, I got to get this into the kitchen to make a bowl. And I'm going to see all of you here back in just a sec. All right, well, we're back from the kitchen, and I've got a piping hot bowl of Sriracha Ramen. Starting out before I even get to tasting it here, a couple of things that are different from some of the ramens we've been doing lately. One, there is no thick paste packet in there, just kind of your standard ramen powdered flavor stuff, which pouring it out, it was bright red. It definitely smelled like Sriracha. The other thing too, which some of you may know, I've mentioned before, I like a broth. I like a broth in the ramen. This has broth. If I try to show it to you, I'm going to be wearing it, and this is flipping hot. But it's nice. Instead of just, cooking the noodles, pouring it off, and coating everything with a paste, the standard powder stuff gives you some soup. But we're not here just for soup right now. We're here for these noodles. Look at these. These are wicked hot. I don't get as much of a Sriracha smell, I will say, coming off it right now. That might just be just the heat, the steam, compared to when I first opened that pack of powder. But I'm definitely hoping there's a Sriracha taste. Oh yeah. Definitely. It's subtle at first. It's also, again, can you see the steam? I wonder if the steam, do you see the steam? I know this won't be in focus, but look at that. That's hot. But that definitely has a Sriracha flavor to it. Not a like punching the face version of it though, if you just squeezed a whole bunch of it in your mouth, which you could do. That's up to you.
Do it!
This is definitely a little more subtle, but there is some heat in there. I can feel it kind of rolling around in there. Let's try some of the broth. That is definitely Sriracha flavor. Not a lot else going on here flavor-wise though. But for once, I'm okay with that. Like you've seen in the past, you've watched the noodle videos, right? They claim there's a chicken flavor or some type of beef flavor. What was it, Szechuan beef or something that we tried, or Mongolian beef, I think it was. I don't really ever get the flavor out of that because it's so busy just igniting your whole face. So this, in a way, I like that as well because it's not claiming to be anything else. It told you on the package, it's Sriracha. And it is. It's Sriracha. The instructions did say to let this stand for 4 minutes. I should have put this in the freezer for 4 minutes. This is hot. Heat-wise, hot. Also, though, spicy.
Spicy!
All right, well, I'm going to set this aside to cool off before I attempt to enjoy the rest of that. And while it's cooling off, we can talk about, is this Sriracha Ramen any good? Oh yeah, this is good. In fact, I'm going to give it a second thumb up. That's right. Is this unprecedented? Maybe. But I think this is worth it. it ticks the boxes that I like. It's got the broth in there, which I enjoy. It's spicy, which it's supposed to be. It's not killing you, which means I can have more than one of these at some point. And it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's sriracha. And that's exactly what you get out of this. You get sriracha. Nothing more, nothing less, as advertised, which is beautiful. But that is going to be it for me. Like I said, I'm going to let this cool down a little bit more. Maybe throw some onions in here too. That might make it nice. And I'm going to see all of you folks here next time.